Hi students, welcome to today's electrodynamics session. Today's session is on the topic Poynting's theorem. This topic is as per the semester 1 of MSc Physics, MG University Kottayam. Poynting's theorem is a theorem developed by John Henry Poynting, a British physicist. Actually, Poynting's theorem is a statement of the conservation of energy for electromagnetic fields. We have learned about conservation of energy. So this Poynting's theorem particularly about the conservation of energy for electromagnetic fields. The theorem says that the work done on the charges by the electromagnetic forces is equal to the decrease in energy stored in the field less the energy that flowed out through the surface. Once again, Poynting's theorem says that the work done on charges by the electromagnetic force is equal to the decrease in energy stored in the field less the energy that flowed out through the surface. So this theorem is analogous to the work energy theorem in classical mechanics. And mathematically, it is similar to the continuity equation. So before going to the proof of Poynting's theorem, we must revisit the concept of continuity equation. We know that the total charge on a body can be written as integral over the volume rho d tau, where rho is the volume charge density and d tau is the volume element. So volume charge density times the volume element, that gives the total charge Q. Now we also know that current I can be written as dq over dt. Also current can be written as integral J dot dA, where J is the current density and dA is the area element. So current density or current per unit area times area gives current. So this is the current that flowing out through the boundary. So we can substitute that here. So dq over dt. So we are differentiating this term dq over dt, that is current, that is equal to integral over the surface j dot dA with a negative sign. The negative sign shows that the current flowing out through a boundary. Now we can plug in the value of q from the equation, the first equation, that is rho d tau. So we can write dq over dt as integral over the volume dou rho by dou t times d tau. So we substituted this, that is equal to, now integral over the surface can be converted to integral over the volume. Integral over the surface j dot dA can be written as integral over the volume del dot j times d tau. Now compare the two sides, the right and left sides. We can see that dou rho by dou t is equal to negative del dot j. That is, this equation is known as the continuity equation. The continuity equation is actually the statement of local conservation of charges. So after visiting the concept of continuity equation, now we are about to move to the derivation of Poynting's theorem. So for that, we are just recollecting few things that we already learned. We know that the work necessary to assemble a static charge distribution against the Coulomb repulsion of like charges is given by the expression W equal to epsilon 0 divided by 2 integral E square d tau. This is the expression for work required to assemble a system of static charges. We learned this in the electrostatic sessions, that the work required to assemble static charge distribution is half epsilon 0 times integral E square d tau. Similarly, in the case of magnetostatics or magnetic field, the work required to get currents going against the back EMF. That is in the case of an inductor or saver, we can say like that. So the total work required to get currents going is given by Wm equal to half 1 by mu 0 times integral b square d tau. In both these cases, we can see that the work done is actually proportional to square of the respective field. In the case of electrostatic field, the work done is proportional to E square, and case of magnetostatic field, the work done is proportional to B square. So now the total energy stored in this system, the total energy stored in electromagnetic field is given by the sum of these two work done. The work done will be stored as energy. So the total energy UEM, capital UEM, we are using the total energy stored in electromagnetic field is half of integral mu 0 E square plus 1 by, epsilon 0 E square plus 1 by mu 0 B square times d tau. We summed up these two expressions. Okay. Now, so we got the expression for total energy stored in electromagnetic field. Now, the total energy, the total work done to move a charge distribution or a charge through a small distance dl is given by we know the expression for work is force times distance, so F dot dl. But what is the force on a charge distribution in electromagnetic field where electric as well as magnetic fields are present? So the force due to electric is Q times E, and the force due to magnetic is Q times V cross B. So the total force we can write Q times E plus V cross B dot dl. But what is dl? Distance is velocity times the time. Now, expanding the bracket, we will get QE dot V dt plus Q V cross B dot V dt. But this time, as it is V cross B dot V and V. So the answer will be 0. That is why only this term exists there. So this is the expression for work done to move the charge distribution by a small distance. Now we already know that charge Q is equal to rho times d tau. Rho is the volume charge density and d tau is the volume element. And also rho times V equal to J, the current density. So then what is dW by dt? This is the work done, W. So what is dW by dt? dW by dt, so we can substitute here, instead of Q, you can plug in rho, then E dot V dt and d tau. These much terms, I just plugged in these terms there instead of Q. This can be rearranged to, there is a rho and V. That rho V can be replaced by J. So this will be E there, E dot J d tau, then dt. We're taking the dt to the left side. That is why this becomes dw by dt. The rate of work done is equal to integral E dot J d tau. E dot J d tau. Okay. So I hope clear up to this. Now we are going to change E dot J using the Ampere-Maxwell equation. What is that? Ampere-Maxwell equation. We already learned Ampere-Maxwell equation as del cross B equal to mu 0 J plus epsilon 0, oh sorry, mu 0 epsilon 0 dou E by dou T. So this is the Ampere-Maxwell equation that we learned. So with a slight rearrangement to this and taking the dot product with E. So how? So here we are using the Ampere-Maxwell correction equation. So that can be rearranged to get, del cross B equal to mu 0 times J plus mu 0 epsilon 0 dou E by dou T. So this can be rearranged, that is 1 by mu 0 E dot del cross B minus epsilon 0 E dot dou E by dou T equal to E dot J. This is the equation they used here. Now we are using the product rule 6. So using product rule 6, we can write del dot E cross B equal to B dot del cross E minus E dot del cross B. This is the product rule 6. You can refer product rule 6 for this. Okay, and also we are using del cross E equal to minus dou B by dou T, Maxwell's equation. So substituting this here. So we can write del cross E dot, also we can write E dot del cross B equal to minus B dot dou B by dou T minus del dot E cross B. So how we got this actually? This is a simple rearrangement of the above product rule 6 equation. So what we did is what we did is E dot del cross B. It is here. And we are taking the del dot E cross B to the other side. So that is minus del dot E cross B. And also B dot del cross E. Del cross E is replaced with negative dou B by dou T. So we got this expression. Okay. And also we using, instead of B, we can write B dot dou B by dou T. B dot dou B by dou T as half dou by dou T of B square. Why? So I can explain that here. Dou by dou T of B square. If we use that, that will get 2 B dot dou B by dou T. Okay. So to nullify the effect of 2, that we are using a half here. This is the identity that this is the step that we used here. Similarly for electric field also, E dot dou E by dou T, that can be in this form also, half times dou by dou T of E square, because differential of E square is 2 E dou E by dou T. So 2 cancel and we'll get this expression itself. Using all these identity in the expression that we got previously, that is E dot J equal to 1 by mu 0 times E dot del cross B minus epsilon 0 E dot dou E by dou T. That was the identity, that was the equation that we got earlier. So we are substituting for this now. So we can write C E dot J. Now instead of E dot del cross B, E dot del cross B, what we can write is minus B dot dou B by dou T. So, but instead of B dot dou B by dou T, we can write a half. So, I'm just writing this equation. E dot del cross B. That can be written as minus 1 by 2 dou by dou T of B square. Okay, minus epsilon 0 E dot dou E by dou T is half dou by dou T of E square. So we can take half minus half const outside dou by dou T of. What we will get is epsilon 0 E square plus 1 by mu 0 b square. There was a what is called 1 by mu 0 also there. Okay, so that is this equation, 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 dou by dou t of epsilon 0 e square plus 1 by mu 0 b square minus del dot e cross b. That's the same step already there. Okay, so now again we started with this equation, rate of change of work dw by dt is integral E dot j d tau. But now we got E dot j, this expression, that is minus half dou by dou t of epsilon 0 E square plus 1 by mu 0 B square minus del dot E cross B. So integral of E dot j, that is substituted here. Half is there, epsilon 0 E square, 1 by mu 0 B square d tau minus 1 by mu 0, again integral of del dot E cross B. It is actually volume integral del dot E cross B, but that can be changed to area surface integral. So del dot E cross B can be written as integral surface integral E cross B dot dA. So from volume integral, so this is actually a volume integral. So from there we can convert that to the surface integral. So the volume integral del dot E cross B d tau is equal to surface integral E cross B dot dA. So this is the form of what is called Poynting's theorem, as we explained already. It is the work energy theorem in electrodynamics. Okay, this is the work energy theorem in electrodynamics. The first integral on the right, this one, it is the total energy stored in the fields, electric field as well as magnetic field. We can represent that by UEM, already represented. The second term represents the rate at which energy is carried out of the volume across its boundary surface by the electromagnetic field. So, Poynting's theorem says that the work done on the charge by the electromagnetic force is equal to the decrease in energy stored in the field less the energy that flowed out through the surface. So here the term, the energy per unit time per unit area, energy per unit time per unit area, the second term actually, here that is 1 by mu 0 times E cross B, energy per unit time per unit area. We call it as the Poynting vector. So Poynting vector is the energy per unit area per unit time per unit area, as is equal to 1 by mu 0 times E cross B. Okay. So using this Poynting vector notation, the Poynting theorem can be written as dw by dt equal to minus d by dt of UEM minus integral S dot dA. This is more compact form of, or this is the form of Poynting's theorem in terms of Poynting vector. So we learned Poynting's theorem and the representation of Poynting's theorem using Poynting's vector. So Poynting's theorem actually stated the work done on a charge distribution by an electromagnetic field is equal to the energy stored minus the energy that flowed out of the surface. The conservation of energy or work energy theorem. So we know that whatever work is done on the charges by the electromagnetic field, what will be the end effect of that work? That work will be used for changing the mechanical energy of this system of charges. Mechanical energy means potential energy as well as kinetic energy. So if you represent U mech as the mechanical energy density, mechanical energy per unit volume, then the work done by electromagnetic field is equal to the total change in mechanical energy of the charge distribution. And also we know that UEM. What is UEM? The total electromagnetic energy density is half epsilon 0 E square plus half times epsilon 0 E square plus 1 by mu 0 B square. Energy stored in electric field and energy stored in magnetic field. So using these two, we can write the Poynting's theorem as d by dt of integral over the volume U mechanical plus U electromagnetic times d tau is equal to minus integral S dot dA. Because remember dW by dt equal to minus integral UEM d tau minus integral S dot dA was the Poynting's theorem, right? I mean d by dt of. Okay, this was the Poynting's theorem. So here we know that this work done by the electromagnetic field is utilized for changing mechanical energy. So that work done is replaced by d by dt of integral U mechanical d tau, and rearranging we got d by dt of U mechanical plus U electromagnetic is equal to minus of surface integral S dot dA, where S is the Poynting vector. And this surface integral can be rearranged to negative volume integral of del dot S d tau. We can change the surface integral to volume integral. So what is this? D by dt of total energy is equal to negative of del dot S d tau. So d by dt of integral over volume U mechanical plus U electromagnetic d tau. So what the conclusion from here? We can see that d by dt of, because it is integral over volume on both sides. So d over dt of U mechanical plus U electromagnetic equal to negative of del dot S. So this is actually similar to, or we can say this is actually the differential form of Poynting's theorem. It is written here, the differential form of Poynting's theorem. You see the similarity of this expression with the continuity equation that we learned. Dou rho by dou t is equal to minus del dot j. Continuity equation, it is actually the conservation of charge. Here, this is a conservation of energy. So you can see the similarity. Here, U mechanical plus U electromagnetic is actually replaced by rho, and S is replaced with J. So that is why at the beginning we learned that it is in mathematical form. It's similar to the equation of, or it is similar to the continuity equation. Okay, so in this module we learned about Poynting's theorem, its proof, and Poynting's vector, and also we learned the similarity of the differential form of Poynting's theorem and its similarity with the continuity equation. Okay, students, thank you.